Hi everybody, this is Jennifer and welcome to my channel where I talk about books, music, movies, and anything else that takes my fancy. Today, I am doing my August TBR, my August TBR. My TBR. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started because I have quite a lot of books because I'm an ambitious person and I aim high so that I hit the middle. Great strategy. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start with the books I have checked out from the library. I have a Kindle version of Martin Eden by Jack London. As you might have known if you're following my channel, in June I read The Sea Wolf and gave it 5 stars. In July I read The Call of the Wild and I gave it 5 stars. So I'm going to try to keep that streak going. And I have Martin Eden checked out from the library, and I'm going to see if that gets another 5 stars. I'm not sure 100% exactly what it's about, but it does get name checked in Shiver Me Timbers by Tom Waits, so I'm just going to give it a shot. Okay, so next up on audiobook I have The Man Who Was Thursday by G.K. Chesterton. I'm really interested in seeing how that turns out. I also have the follow-up to Sapiens, which I read in July. This one's Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow by Yuval Noah Harari. I've just started that. Okay, and next up with the Kindle book, I have given in to BookTube peer pressure, and I have Days Without End by Sebastian Barry. It just made the long list for the Man Booker, and I'm not going to go into the Man Booker because I am OD'd on Man Booker think pieces on BookTube. Nothing wrong if you want to do it, by all means, do it, but yeah. However, I have 2 books of the long list on here right now. I might get up to A History of Wolves, I don't know. Maybe not this month. Anyway, so yeah, I have Days Without End by Sebastian Barry, and I have Lincoln in the Bardo by George Sanders on audiobook. So those are the library picks I have. I don't really have anything else on my Kindle right now unless I call an Audible. So let's get a nice thing going here. So I'm going to be on vacation for like a week in August, so I got some mass market paperbacks to take with me to Myrtle Beach. So let's get started. I have Heartburn by Nora Ephron, which is a fictionalized account of, I don't know that it's really an account, it's sort of more of a take on her marriage to, I think, Carl Bernstein. I think that's the one she was married to. Could have been the other one, but one of them. So yeah, this Heartburn. I really like the movie with Meryl Streep and Jack Nicholson, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not planning on finishing this next one in the month of August, but I do want to get at least one of the plays read. This is the Oresteia by Aeschylus. So it's Agamemnon, the Libation Bearers, and the Eumenides. Yeah, I kind of like Homer and the Iliad and the Odyssey and stuff, and I liked Medea a lot, so I'm going to give Aeschylus a try. Next up for my vacation reads, I have Steppin' on a Rainbow by Kinky Friedman. Yeah, he's an odd one. And this is like the 11th in a series, but I'm not gonna go back and read all of them. I found this one for $1 at the Goodwill, so I just got it because I've heard of Kinky Friedman. I thought I'd like to try a little bit out. Yeah, it's trashy, but I don't care. I like it. Next up is another lately BookTube darling. It's getting a lot of 5-star reads by people I follow. It's Dandelion Wine by Ray Bradbury. I have, like I said, I get these from thrift stores and stuff, so I don't have the newer versions, which is fine. I actually like them better this way, I think. Yeah, let me give that a shot. A vast majority of these are going to qualify for my Mount TBR challenge. I've already finished. I just finished today my Goodreads challenge. So 75 out of 75. So yay, go me. But I'm gonna keep going with my Mount TBR because I have 36 and I've only read about 7 or 8, I think. So I have a few to go with that. This one's another one that qualifies as Eiffelheim by Michael Flynn. It's science fiction. We'll see about the science fiction. I might be on a science fiction hangover after 9 Fox Gambit, but we're gonna give it a shot because I wanted to read this one for a while. Alright, so next up is my next book in my Jane Austen. I'm supposed to have finished this by now, but whatever. Jane Austen's been around for a while. She'll continue to be around, you know, in books because she's dead. Anyway, so yeah, Sense and Sensibility. I'm going to see about getting that done. Next up we have At Night We Walk in Circles by Daniel Alarcon. Yep. I don't really know too much about how that is, and I'm not going to read the back because, anyway. If I like it or if I really don't like it, you're going to hear about it, so. At Night We Walk in Circles by Daniel Alarcon. I also have Vile Bodies by Evelyn Waugh. I might take that on vacation with me too. It's got really big writing. This should not be a hard read. Yeah. Evelyn Waugh, Vile Bodies. I'm going to give that a shot. Next up I have Shovel Ready by Adam Sternberg. I think this has to do with an assassin. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a shot and I will let you know if I like it. Alright, so next up we have, okay, so these you've seen before because I'm still in the process of reading them. Slouching Towards Bethlehem, I have like 25% left. I'm gonna try to finish this weekend because I'm tired of having this hanging over my head. Finish it. And then next up is If on a Winter's Night a Traveler by Italo Calvino. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to try to finish it this weekend, and if I can't finish this weekend, I might DNF it because the writing is good. I'm liking his word choice and the way he sets up his sentences and stuff like that, but I cannot get into this story. The way it's, if you don't know, it's kind of like a book within a book. So there's a story, and then you keep finding parts of different books, and every other chapter is in second person, and I hate second person. I really do. I hate second person writing. But you know, the parts that aren't in second person, I love. I like it a lot, but I don't know, it's just not working out for me. So if I can't make this work this weekend, I'm gonna DNF it because I don't know. I don't think if it hasn't happened by now, it's probably not gonna happen at all. So yeah, we're on the final 2. Yay! All right, so this is Party of One, a memoir in 21 songs by Dave Holmes. I'm on a bit of a music kick because in August I've already finished one musical biography and I didn't really like it, but we'll get back to that in my August wrap-up. Yeah. So this is Dave Holmes. He was a MTV VJ. I think he was a runner-up for the Be a VJ contest, and he lost to like Jesse Camp. I might be misremembering this. This happened a while ago, and I wasn't that young, and I was young young back then, and I don't really love MTV, but yeah, this is his life growing up, and there's 21 songs. and I thought I really liked it. I bought it last year around my birthday. So the last book I have in my pile is a reread, and it's White Oleander by Janet Fitch. I haven't read this in like a decade, and which is weird because when I read it for several years after that, it was like my favorite book. It was my favorite book until I read Pride and Prejudice, and then it was like one of my favorite books. So it's about this girl, what's her name again? Oh, Astrid. And her mother's name is Ingrid. How original. Anyway, I'm kidding. I love this book. And I love Janet Fitch's writing. So, yeah, her mom commits a crime and she goes to prison, and Astrid is pretty much put up into the foster care system, and stuff happens, and I really loved it when I was younger, but like I said, I haven't read it in a decade, but I've had it for a while, and I really want to read it again. Yes. So, that is my pile of books I'll be picking out of for my August reads. You know, unless I call an audible, unless, you know, something changes. If you want to, you can let me know what you're reading in the comments. Let me know if you've read any of these books and you liked them or you didn't like them. Please try not to spoil anything. But at this point, that's just basic common courtesy. So, yeah. That is my August TBR. I hope you all have a nice time. And, yeah. Bye.